Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Diane's Tarot. I am Diane Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, make sure you leave a comment. That is a way to help my algorithm get my videos out there so more people can hear this message. And if you're interested in membership, we do have tons of different levels and dozens of classes. You can binge watch hundreds of hours of different classes and channelings and angelic messages and learn how to meditate and open your chakras and animal communication. There's so much. You can check out the playlist now. The link is down below. If you do want a reading, I am booked for August, but you can go to dianeaquarius.com and read my blog. I have a free blog. I also have started a podcast here on YouTube, and you can schedule a reading also on my website. So, in this video, we are looking at the Supreme Court because there is a lot going on that has really never happened, I don't think, in history. I don't think our forefathers, I don't think they imagined, okay, let me put it that way. I don't think they imagined what is going on right now could ever happen. You know, this is like a true abuse of power. And so I'm really proud of Biden and some of the reform that he wants. You know, it's absurd to give any president, and he is the president, and he is saying, no, a president should not have absolute immunity. And so he is looking at that. He is looking at the code of ethics. I mean, who knew? They never taught me this in school. Okay, I don't know about you, but in my civics classes, and I even took political science in college, they never went over the fact that Supreme Court justices had no code of ethics that they had to adhere to. Isn't that amazing? But isn't it sad that we've made it this far without it being such a huge issue? And he is talking about term limits. You know, maybe somebody shouldn't be appointed for life. And I think that goes for, I think, a lot of politicians. You know, we do have a lot of lifers in there, and that does impact us. So I did want to look at the 3 Supreme Court justices that I feel are in danger of leaving because of their actions. But I think it would be for the best. So we're going to be looking at Clarence Thomas, Brett Kavanaugh, and Samuel Alito. Between them, some of their wives, you know, the luxury trips and the things that they've been bought, and, you know, unbelievable. But first, let's just look, you know, I think it would be hard for Biden to get all this passed before he leaves. I'm filming this on August 1st, so I think that would be really tricky. But let's see if he can at least get the ball in motion, okay? Let's see. Can he get the ball in motion? So then, you know, Kamala can take over and actually get this thing through. Oof. Okay. So these Supreme Court justices are not going down without a fight. Okay. As a collective. As a collective. Okay. That's why I'm going to look at them individually. So 10 of Swords, okay? Now, they are feeling like they've been stabbed in the back. They really felt like they had full immunity, okay? Obstacle, the Death card. The way I'm going to interpret this, and for those of you that don't know, my first card is the overall energy. The second card is the obstacle. The rest of the cards are the outcome. So the way I'm interpreting the Death card as being the obstacle is it's a death to their way of life. These people have lived larger, you know, these Supreme Court justices, that is, have lived larger than life type lifestyles. You know, the yachts, the trips, I mean, things that most people could only imagine. Okay, I'm going to pull out the outcome cards. Ace of Cups, King of Swords, bottom of the deck, Strength card. Okay. So looking at the outcome, aces have to do with new beginnings, right? So it's, I think for the Supreme Court justices, this is going to be a rather emotional new beginning, because cups are emotions. One that they don't particularly care for. But you know what? A president, King of Swords, who is holding the sword of truth, right? It's double-sided, it's moral, it's ethical, it's balanced, it's fair. That energy comes in. But the Strength card, the other meaning is to have patience. Look at the way she's handling the lion. It's not with brute force, it is with gentle patience. So it will happen, but I highly doubt it's going to happen before Biden leaves office, okay? I would be surprised, because it's telling us, hang on. All right, so let's look at Clarence Thomas. You know, I mean, his wife and everything she has done is such a conflict of interest for somebody who's supposed to be impartial. He has had, you know, cases where there's a conflict of interest in general that has been brought up. And he's also one of those that has the luxury trips from wealthy donors. I didn't even, before all of this, once again, didn't get this in class, that Supreme Court justices get donations and all this. I did not know. We are getting such a lesson from these people, aren't we? But you know what though? You have to take what's in the dark and bring it to the light so it can be healed. Okay? So what's going to happen with Justice Clarence Thomas? World card. Okay. Ending one phase of his life, he's starting a new phase. All right. His obstacle. Oh, I wonder if he actually gets sick. Four of Swords can certainly mean sickness, but it also means pulling back, withdrawing, retreating. So this new cycle and this new phase is not one that he's doing by choice. He's brokenhearted, he's sad. But where we're getting this with the Four of Swords, I am actually questioning his health, to be honest with you. The Magician, where it's paired up with, you know, negative cards here, is an abuse of power, right? So he's, you know, manifested what he has manifested by abusing his power. He does stabilize, but, you know, this horse really, out of all the knights, really doesn't go too far. It doesn't really go anywhere. I'm going to see what the next card is. So this is how I'm going to take this. Let me pull this up, sorry. The Truth, here's the Sword of Truth coming out about finances with him. So that's how I'm going to take that reading. So I do see him leaving. Quite possibly it'll be health related. Either way, it's not something that he is choosing and he's doing under his own volition. All right, so let's look at Brett Kavanaugh. You know, he's had a lot of past misconduct, right, in his life. You know, that was a very contentious hearing to get him put on the bench. He's made a lot of partisan statements for somebody who's supposed to be impartial. So let's take a look at Brett Kavanaugh's future as a Supreme Court Justice. Page of Swords. You know, he really is kind of like taking the bull by the horns. He is embracing this. He's going to ride this ride for as long as he can. Okay. His obstacle, interesting. You know, this is the card of peace, love, and happiness, a happy family. You know, I don't know if you remember him getting, you know, well, going through like the whole, you know, trial where they ask him questions and all that, and being sworn in and stuff. How his wife just looked so beaten down, Stepford wife, you know, and the kids, and so I'm almost wondering if we're going to hear something from, if not his wife, a past girlfriend. from women that's going to shatter that family man image that he, you know, tried to put out there, okay? Speculation. So lots of speculation, Page of Wands. So we're going to be hearing, there's going to be a point. Yeah, these are not particularly, you know, fast moving cards. This is not a fast moving card. We're going to be hearing some things, you know, about this. So I don't know, like, here's the thing, like, I don't watch a lot of news. I don't follow these people. Put in the comments for me what you think. Death card. So once again, interesting how we get this for both of these men, that a death to their way of life. Because I'm not taking it as, oh, he has an epiphany and he's transforming and transitioning, and no. And I kind of got this feeling with him to begin with, Seven of Swords, you know, the spy in the camp, trying to, you know, steal what he can steal, get what he can get, you know, that kind of energy. Let me look at the bottom of it. If I go to the bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords, the truth comes out. And so I think he also is in jeopardy. Oh, I also wanted to mention, everybody, if you live in the US and you want to be considered for a drawing, I haven't done this in a while, to get the Diana Cooper Dragon Oracle cards, put your name down below, just say you want to enter. And I will have, like, Google generate a number. I will pick one person that's a member and one person that is a subscriber. And you can subscribe for free, but you do have to be a subscriber. So, and I will check on that too. So just make sure that, you know, you are a subscriber and you are a member for the, because I will pick two. One will be a member, one will be a subscriber, but you do have to be a subscriber or a member at the time of the drawing, okay? So, but you do have to be in the US. Every time I've tried to get into shipping to other countries, it has drove me crazy. All right, Samuel Alito. Oh, Lord. So, I mean, he's been caught attending events by conservative groups. So once again, you know, for somebody who's supposed to not be partisan, you know, interesting stuff here, right? Once again, another one with the luxury trips and the big donors and, you know, and these people do have problematic spouses. Well, I don't think Kavanaugh does. I think the poor thing is just beaten down. It's sort of like, you know, Mrs. Kavanaugh, please blink if you're okay. I did worry about her. All right, Alito. Oh, he's riding high right now. You know, he is feeling very strong, very in his power. You know, this is Six of Wands, the card of leadership and success. So he's feeling pretty darn good about himself. His obstacle, the Emperor. So the thing with the Emperor is, first of all, it is a 4. And the 4 and the Emperor have very similar meanings, right? It's a very stable card. It's a card that you, and a number, of having built a good foundation for yourself. Now, this is his obstacle. His obstacle is stability and having built a good foundation to launch the rest of his career and life from, okay? And so he himself and his past is his current obstacle. Some speculation, Two of Wands. Where do I go? What do I do? I think the speculation of those around him, you know, what do we do about him? He is becoming a problem. He's attracting too much attention in the wrong ways, right? Interesting. You know, this seems like to be like the card of the day here. 4 of Swords. So card of withdrawal, retreating. It's interesting how Thomas got this and Alito got this. So this is a card of pulling away. It's also a card of sickness. I'm almost wondering if Thomas and Alito will be allowed to go out with grace, like saying, oh, I'm not well, you know, I'm leaving for health reasons. If it'll be something like that. And then here he is back at home. He's back at home. Here's his home with his wife. Like, yay, it's done. It's over. But guess what? If I go to the bottom of the deck, it actually isn't. Page of Swords here. He has some legal battles ahead of him. This is one of my cards for legal battles. You know, the Sword of Truth coming out here. So interesting. I think he's going to have some issues. So yeah, I think in the next several months, and it's going to be slow. I mean, don't think it's going to like change like that. Things are changing though. And I think these men will be replaced. And I do think those ideals that President Biden is trying to put forth will come into fruition. So let's do a 3-card pull, end on a high note. If you do want to be considered for the drawing to have the Oracle cards sent to you and you're in the US, put your name below. I will draw 1 number and 1 subscriber. Okay, just going to take the top 3 cards. I love that every time I've done this, I've gotten different dragons. It's interesting. Okay, so just ask the universe, ask your dragons, what do I need to know? What is the message for today? And go with your gut, don't overthink it. 1, 2, or 3. Here we go. Number 1, Source Dragon attunes you to the infinite. And look, you can see like he's like holding like the universe between his hands, and he has the infinity symbol above him. It says, be still. In the silence, magic can happen. Be in the moment. So now is the time to be mindful, to go into meditation. Don't be so involved with everything, all that noise that's around us in life. Attune to whatever you call creator, universe, God, spirit. This is your time to attune to something higher than yourself. And that can, you know, really help us to find inner peace, but also to manifest that which we desire. Number 2, Air and Water Dragon. It says, helps you to connect to higher frequencies, right? So, you know, these dragons are at a higher frequency, but so aren't our angels, our spirit guides, creator, you know, whatever you believe is out there. They're at higher frequencies than us. Trust your intuition, right? Open your 3rd eye chakra. Develop your psychic abilities. Be open to enlightenment. Express your inner song. You know, so often I think life kind of gets to us. It beats us down a little bit. It dulls our sparkle. Express your inner song. Be you. Be unique. Be your weird self. And you know what? Don't be afraid of your psychic abilities. I do believe we are all psychic. We are all intuitive. Air and Fire Dragon, number 3. He's beautiful. And it says, expands your creative energies. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion. So this is very much connected to your sacral chakra, right? The one that's right below your belly button. It's orange in color. That's where like your excitement, your joy for life, your passion, your enthusiasm, your ability to produce and create new things, to be innovative lies. And so this is your time to tap into that energy. So, all right, everybody, it was a pleasure. Don't forget, you know, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, check out my website, DianeAquarius.com, and the link for membership is down below. Bye, everybody.